Okay, it looks like it might work. Don't know for sure, but we'll see. Alright, where we at? Let's check our casebook. I picked up a few things. You guys missed a couple of stuff because I was making sure it was going to work. This is a letter he found, or that was mailed to me. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outburst of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. You know, that really was a city at one time, and I'm pretty sure it really sunk underwater. Okay, it turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your element and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I'll meet you here to help with, what is he going to help with? To help you on your way. Cordially, Jonas van der Berg. German. But anyway, he's going to help me on my way. So, yeah, all right. No side cases or anything was discovered in here. This guy here, he was being a butthole to me, but we come to an agreement as long as I got all my stuff off his ship.
Now get out.
He wants me to get out.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Well, how about that? This is an important hour. An important hour. So, what's the deal?
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Of course, of course. I'm a detective, and it's my job to do things, and eventually, if this amount of people, and they know how good I am at my job, would have contacted me. But you say this place was recently hit by a flood?
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
Yeah, I like a good atmosphere, but I can't believe that you like a decaying place, because to me it looks like all this is decaying around us, even as we stand here in the rain right now. Anyway, nice suit.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
It also
I have a
appears to be
particular
water
weakness for
resistant.
it. Call it a personal quirk.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Huh. What is a Throgmorton?
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
I need somewhere to stay.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel.
Devil's
Here's the
Reef.
key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What do you do here exactly? I mean, besides wear $3,000 suits that are water resistant.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Hey, Boom, how you doing, man? It's late, and I'm just got on here to try this game out, man. Been laying around for a while, and I thought I'd see what it was like. So far, the dialogues are kind of long, but yeah, it's very interesting. It's based off of a H.P. Lovecraft book, and it's this Oakmont city here actually did one time exist, and it disappeared underwater. But anyway, this guy's a detective, and there's people having a lot of visions and dreams and stuff. And this gentleman that he's talking to had inquired for this detective to come to Oakmont to help him. But now the detective, he's also having visions and stuff, and he's also needing to find out what's going on.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
What else did you mark?
Places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Well, I've always liked mystery books and stuff like that, so you know, I'm sure it'll get a heck of a lot more bro action here as I further I get into the game. Probably the first 15 or 20 minutes will be dialogue, and then it'll probably start getting real active. But yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a good game. I already like the graphics and everything on it. You're finally going to throw all my gear in the mailbox for alts. Maybe I can make them all more strong. Well, I hope you can, man. That's what I do. I just throw it in the mail and let them go at it. First come, first serve.
That's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Lee.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Well, since there's no Enchanting Stone dungeon today, I have time. Yeah, true, man. Yeah, I'm so sad too. Yeah. Let's see here. Earth Crown ship. Right. What's this? Casebook. John Sternberg said that I need to find a person in Oakmont Court by the name of Robert Thormagen. Hotel room key. Okay. And he said the people here don't like newcomers and they don't have markings on their buildings.
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
So I gotta find, let's see, here's the map. Here's the port, so I guess I gotta go here. There's no setting a waypoint. There's a boat. We zoom in. So I gotta find that guy first. So I'm gonna go down here, take a right. Okay. I saw 69 enchanting stones, rank 5 in the auction house for only 375 AD. I kept second guessing myself because it didn't look right. That made them 5.4k AD each. Dude, if they're still in there, I'd buy them. And if you're not going to, let me know and I'll jump on there and I'll get them real quick. Huh, right there it is.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
Well, yeah, dude, your math was definitely wrong. His was too, because that would have been more like about 3,750,000 or so. That's what. Yeah, so he either needed that money for a mount real fast, or he made a mistake, one or the other. Okay. What do you know about the visions? Your features are unusual. Yeah, I think you forgot an O too.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
That dude looks like a gorilla.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the Shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Sounds like you don't like them. And said they look like fish. Okay. Your features are unusual. Well, that sounds like a good comeback for, since he wants to talk about the way people look.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Okay, so his father was with an ape. Okay. What do you know about the visions?
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I can try to find help.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Vera? Who the heck is Vera? He called me Vera.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you.
Tell me more about that
I need
case.
to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all?
Dang.
I already told you everything.
Did he just call me
After
stupid?
leaving on the
Dang.
expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Oh, I love a good mystery. Okay. I guess the fisherman's house right in front of me. Why would I even ask that? They found him on a lifeboat. Let's see here.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
Face the house and go to the left. That's that way. Okay, I feel stupid asking this question. Where's the fisherman's house? Because it's right in front of me. But I could just say I'll be going. But there might be a dialogue sequence here in this game that needs to go through. So
Where's
let's
the house where this
let's
all
do it.
happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye.
Now he's calling me
I was
Kay.
standing right in front of it.
Yeah.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
I like the storyline, but it's just I don't care for that long of a dialogue. These dialogues are lasting a little bit, like 6 minutes or so, I'd say.
I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
That guy, he won't talk. So that guard, his guards won't talk. And there's that hobo sign. Okay, so door just pushes open. We got a flashlight, so we're going to turn on the flashlight. We'll look around here. That door opens. I don't need no flashlight. Here's a book.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
So somebody's got a little bit of intelligence here. They read. What the heck is that? A beehive? A coral reef. Look on coral reef growing inside a... Gosh, this place is really damp, isn't it? Let's see what's in here. Oh, gunpowder, shell casings, and metal scrap. Alright, I don't know what it's for, but that's, we got it. What's this?
This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Yeah, the owner's bed's pretty dirty. Guy must be fishing on the bottom of the sea. Okay, let's head on out of this room. Look around a little more. I want to go over here and see if there's anything hidden in this corner. You never know, you might find something good. Oh my goodness, half-gutted fish laying here. Flies haven't started around them yet. Look at this. Something really tore through this room. Look at that. What a big old hole. Alright, maybe they just wanted to make the distance of travel shorter. I don't know, but let's check this out in here. More fish in the bathtub. Oh, an octopus. Oh, another coral reef. Fish. More fish. Piles of guts. Crap. Alright. I don't think there's anything down here we need to really give any thought to, so let's go on upstairs. There's a cop. I know what he's going to say. Stay out of the way or don't step on anything. Let's see.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Check that guy out. He's hearing something, man. He's holding his ears. Fish on it. This place has got to stink. Man, we need some grandma's mothballs in here. I can't stand rotten fish smell. Lord have mercy. Somebody threw one in the back of my car one time. And
Hello?
hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I don't want no fish. I don't really need to know who he is, but just tell me what
I want to
happened.
know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay, my head began to burst. And
Now, he called me
woke
Kay.
up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar.
Well, okay, I need to know who he is in case I need to find out more details and everything later.
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was out of starve.
Well, I guess after you fish for so long, you don't smell that horrible. Ugh. It's a horrible smell. But anyway. I need to know who Kay is, because they keep calling me Kay.
Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Okay, so Kay's their indemnity, or whatever you want to call it.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Huh, what happened to Paul?
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
Okay,
I'll
I
leave you
got
to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
New Mind Palace clue, new Mind Palace clue. All kinds of Mind Palace clues. Let's see here. He kept looking over here when he was talking about Paul. I don't see no Paul. A lot of papers, probably for wrapping fish with. Got something here.
Choo choo.
Choo choo. Okay. What the heck, choo choo? Oh yeah, that's a train. Got canned food in there. All the fish. We got canned food. Okay, let's see here. Maybe it's canned fish. Alright, nothing else in here to be putting our mind's eye on. Now, we had some clues. Oh, look at this.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Alright, so was they pulled in? Or was they going? Here's Paul. Okay. Looks like somebody may have jumped out. And they left a big of a hole. Man, they must be strong. Alright. Let's look at Paul. All kinds of clues in here. What the heck is that stuff? I know that's fish, but what's that? Floaters? Alright.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Okay, we have got mind's eye here, and we've got a murder. So let's check out our mind's eye. Hold to see the full picture.
My head. I still hear those voices.
Okay.
My head. I still hear those voices.
Alright, that ain't working. Alright. I hear something.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Alright. We don't want to fall through the floor.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Right, right.
5 cards short of a full house.
Huh, not very good, huh? Press Q to activate the mind's eye. Well, I pushed Q. Oh.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulinahaft.
Okay, if anybody speaks that language, please tell me exactly what it was that was said, because I have no idea. I have no idea what that was. Oh, the room is dizzy. Dizzy room. Speaking too fast for you, Kaboom. Yeah, I couldn't understand a word. But this game is just starting to get very interesting. I love these kind of games. Mystery game. Look at that knife. Let's check that out. Twirled it around a little bit here. Oh, looky. Mind's eye again.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Okay, nothing on that one. Let's see here.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Well, yeah. Everybody likes their drink. Oh, there's a picture. So, I guess that's the guy we're looking for.
So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Call him an Innsmouther. Okay, we got something going on here. Maybe we have to step into this. What's going on here?
Take this, ape face.
Okay, somebody got... okay, he shot the guy. That's Albert. There's Albert. He shot Albert. Okay, we've got something going on over here again. That's Albert.
What's happening?
Who's that floating on the bed? That must be Albert floating on the bed. And they all running out of the room. This guy's standing here. Something going on with him. He ain't running. So he's got the gun. That's the same guy right there. And he shot him.
Yeah, run!
Okay, Let's see what we have here.
Yeah. Okay, so evidently we're going to have to put these clues in order. And the order was just like we just saw. I think. Yeah. This will be the first thing that happened.
What's happening?
It's very simple. That would be the second one.
Take this, Ape-Face.
And this one here, he's going to jump out the door.
Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Key evidence. Push T for more information. No, I don't need none of that. Let's escape out of there. Let's see here. Let's go to her. What we got here? Robert's request. Will Hammond's testimony. House brawl. Okay. Push the M. This will be where the house brawl was. Alright. That's the boat that we left. Evidently I need to use mind's eye again.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Why do I need to use mind's eye again for? Alright. Mind's Palace. How do I get to the Mind's Palace? Press to open the casebook, then switch to Mind's Palace. Okay, casebook. Mind's Palace. Oh, goodness. Okay. Albert attacked the fisherman and Lewis shot without warning. One fisherman is missing. Albert returned unstable. Sudden psychotic outbreak. Albert fled when then wounded. Okay. Albert returned unstable. Albert attacked the fisherman. Lewis shot. Thornton feud. Fisherman is missing. Albert fled when wounded. Okay, so that one wasn't right. One fisherman's sudden psychotic outbreak. Night didn't happen until he was shot. Albert attacked the fisherman. We got that one right. Let's go back to the clues. Okay. Lewis shot him and Albert fled. No. Lewis shot without warning. Then there was a sudden psychotic outbreak. No. He was speaking. Okay, let's see. As an Innsmouther, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands of the Thorntons. That could be a reason to hate them. Okay. Sudden psychotic outbreak. One fisherman's missing. No. Albert fled. No. Albert Thornton spread some sort of psychic influence, which made everyone nearby suffer hysteria. Okay. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural sense. Okay. Okay, don't seem like there was any penalty for getting them wrong. See if we can see exactly where it started here. Alright, get in here. He's a running. Okay, evidently he... Should I go down and around or just walk? Let's see. Alright. He's pointing. Alright, let's see where this guy's going. What the heck was that? Wasn't a dog, was it? Okay, we got a casing there.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Looks like that psychic power is going down, so we might want to hurry a little bit. What we got here?
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
I'd say. Okay. Pointing in that door there. Oh, here, a note. No, it's a shirt.
There's something in the pocket.
Lewis, please just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port. But don't worry, I've stuck a nice deal with the proper people, and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week, and I'll return everything with double interest. Peter. So, evidently somebody was in debt. Who was it? Peter was in debt to Lewis. Okay.
The blood is fresh. Whoever it belongs to could not have got far.
Why am I hearing all these noises? There's stairs. Do I want to go upstairs first? Yeah, I think I do. Alcohol, metal scrap. More fish. Piles and piles of stink. There's a stairwell leading to... Well, actually, that's a conveyor belt. Okay. Probably for the fish. The door don't go... That don't open. So, no more clues up here, evidently. Wait a minute. Nope, that was water. What we got going on down here? Gotta be something. Something of interest. Something might jump out and grab me. Alright, here's something. We got gunpowder and coil springs. I guess that's for the gun. Oh, look. It's a... How do I...
The door won't budge.
Do I shoot it, or... How do I hit it? What?
The door won't budge.
Yeah, I hit it. Okay. Oh, goodness. What the heck is that thing? Oh, crap. Well, whatever the heck it is, it looks like some sea creature. Has to be. I wonder if these fishermen are cousins to it there. So it was definitely a sea creature. This is Albert.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Yeah, he was definitely shot for a reason. Looks like we gotta go back to the Mind Palace again here. Here's the Mind Palace. Lewis left the crime scene. Albert was murdered. Albert fled when he was wounded. Bar owner is indebted to Lewis. Okay. Lewis pursued Albert. Yes. Albert fled when he was wounded. Yes. Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throckmorton, rather than just drive him off. Okay, let's go back to clues. Bar owner is indebted to Lewis. Alright. Lewis left the crime scene, and Albert was murdered. Huh. Alright. Lewis, the Innsmouther that killed Albert, may be hiding at the bar in Oakmont Port. Okay, so he might be at the bar. That's all the clues. Okay. Alright. Oh my goodness, what the heck is that thing? A well. Oh God, we definitely need more mothballs down here. Whew, it stink. Don't see nothing else of interest. Nothing to catch my attention right off. Alright. Give it a good old eyeball look here. Fish eye look here. Nope, nothing there. Let's get out of this place. Giving me creeps. Let's look at our map. This is green. So I guess green means we solved all the clues in that area. So evidently, if it turns green after you solve all the clues, we did not solve all the clues in these two areas. But right now we need to go to a bar, and I need to know where the heck that bar is. Fisherman's house. Key evidence collected. All evidence collected. So we gotta go back to the house. We've not collected all the evidence there. The bar. Where would the bar be? Gosh, this map. Look how huge this friggin' map is. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna go back to the house. No, not in there. I need out of here. Evidently this was not the way, or was it? We're at the bar. Okay. Underkill bar. So this must be the bar. Yeah, evidently it's right down through here.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
That was a carpenter.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk
I'll miss the
underground.
carpenter's
They're
food giveaway with
everywhere.
this darn port closure.
Good to know.
What's your problem?
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
He don't seem too friendly.
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead.
So if I
Unless
want to,
you're a newcomer.
lose a memory, I just come to see this guy.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah, even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Drock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So,
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
smart man. There's your good deed for the day.
Okay, so it appears if we get rid of that guy, this guy would end up dead because he owes that bill. All right. So we got that to look at.
Bye.
Got a some kind of voodoo woman over here. Let's see what she's doing. Card reader. This might be interesting.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes.
I know who she is.
Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
That is the girl from Neverwinter that came over with Barivia, the card woman, or Baruvia as they call it. Nonsense.
Generic, don't you think?
I see many things, boy, and I will tell you them in detail for a small fee.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
I ain't giving away my bullets, and I don't think she's got any. What do you guys think? Should I give away a bullet? Or should I hold on to my bullet? Yeah, I know I'm going to need them, but I want to see what everybody else thinks here. I guess they're going to leave it to me. Yeah. Boone's not sure, so I'm going to keep my bullets.
Time. Maybe.
As you wish.
All right. So Lewis is upstairs here. Is that Lewis?
What the? Get the. Oh.
What the? Get up. The guy looks like a fish, evidently. That guy don't look like no fish. Water in here.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
You killed Albert. Why do you look like that? How did it all happen?
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. So I told him
Yeah, he
it would
killed
only bring
Albert.
bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
So, evidently, this guy was underneath that psychotic stuff that guy released when he was injured or shot. So, I'm not going to ask him why he looks like that. Come on. Okay, so he killed Albert, and I want to know why.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Okay, the guy seems pretty honest, and he seems like he's not a bad person. His emotions and everything, from what I'm seeing, if the game is engineered that way, from what I'm seeing, I kind of believe this fella. Man, they really want me to ask him why he looks like that. Your actions look deliberate. Why do your people hate the Thornmarkers? Okay, let's ask that question
I
first.
hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
Okay, I noticed some coloration around his eyes and stuff, and his face got a little bit darker there. It looked like increased blood flow, so there definitely is some disgruntlement, a little bit of anger. But if you think about that, that's kind of human nature. I mean, for a situation such as that, I still don't think he intended to. I think he was still under psychotic control when he killed that guy. Your actions look deliberate.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
What is a grand family?
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay.
Yeah, baby, the
People
hot
here
dogs are
crazy
good.
about bloodlines and tradition and reputation.
The head honchos of Oakmont called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
Okay, that dialogue from that one guy said something about missing the Carpenter's ball or something. I knew, for some reason, just Carpenters, you know, so those are Grand Families. All right, so that makes sense. I've heard enough.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
Okay, this is a job clause, okay? I gotta prove that he was under that influence. I don't think he did it, but I'm also obligated by the law to report what I do know. So I can't say I won't tell, even if I like the guy, if I feel sorry for him, even though I know that he probably, most likely, 70 to 80% sure he didn't do it. I'll think about it.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
He's trying to bribe me. No, we want to do this game legit the way that a professional would. So we're going to say no.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
I really don't think he did it. Okay, Mines Palace. Go back to Mines Palace. Well, this is easy. Albert was murdered. Lewis was affected by hysteria. And Albert was murdered. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Lewis was mentally affected and couldn't entirely control his actions. Or Lewis was aware of what he was doing. What he was doing during the fight with Albert. No, he was mentally affected. I mean, we even seen it in our vision when we was using our vision. We seen he kind of was out of place in there, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with he was mentally affected. Lewis was mentally affected. Albert Throckmorton was murdered. Dangerous leads to Lewis was under mental influence. Lewis killed Albert Thornton while under some sort of mental influence. He couldn't control his actions and so can't be blamed for Albert's death. I could try and cover for him, or else Robert Thornton will have his head. Alright, let's get out of here. Nice picture. There ain't no more clues in here, Artie. No. Alright, let's head back to the house. Tell the guy what we know. He is the one that hired us. He's the one that's paying us. Keeping my bullets. That old voodoo woman can't have them. Alright, where's the friggin' house at? Okay, turn left. House should be right there. This game is, I'm really enjoying. What the heck is that? Is that a cat? It's a friggin' cat. That is the weirdest look. There's a rat? What the heck, man? I don't know. I could spend an hour looking at that thing trying to figure it out. But anyway, here's this guy. I've seen some strange creatures around here. Goodbye. I found the murderer.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures. And they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately, not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Alright, I found the murderer.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
I don't want to lie to him. If I lie to this guy, it may end up causing me problems with him. And he seems like he's a pretty influential man. I mean, he's got, what, 3 bodyguards here? I don't want no trouble with him. And I am representing the law, so it's up to him. I don't know their laws on this island. I don't know how they decide who's guilty or not guilty. You know, I got evidence. I can bring it to court. Whatever. But this is not my place. All right, so here.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
Okay, let's start with, I'm investigating cases of
I'm
insanity.
looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
I want to tell him that guy was influenced under that influence when he killed his son, but for some reason it's not letting me. So let's maybe get the point across to him.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
Okay, why geological expedition? Well, I know why. I mean, it makes sense to study the soil and the rocks to find out what's causing these floods and stuff. But yeah, sure, we'll ask.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
So you think the flood was unnatural?
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Okay. Any discoveries?
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
The murder and the expedition are linked.
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If
Worry
I'm
about
going to
payment
look
later.
into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton.
Didn't even realize he was out of place.
No, better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Okay. Now let's talk
What about
payment.
my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Okay. Let's see. Let's check our map one last time. So all this disappeared, so we solved all that. So we need to find our hotel. Evidently is what we need to do now. Okay. We completed that case. New case is lost at sea. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go through here. Command Bay. Huh, okay, it just stopped me. Okay, he fell down and he's still walking. His soul left his body? Ah, crap. Oh, boy. Okay. I'm waking up. I'm in a hotel. Okay. Lost at sea. Stuck in your investigation? Check the Mind Palace. Alright, let's move on. Oh, it's loading. Hold on. Actually, I think what it's doing when it does that is it's saving automatically, and it's loading. So this is my hotel, evidently.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. I only remembered screams and the metal cracking, water filling the deck, and my headache. The worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of boat helped me survive, and reached the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The official said none of what I thought I'd seen was real, but my memories are true. My strange powers gained after that ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and shimmering, and it still haunts me. That was my diary part 1. Okay. All that we see are seen All that we see or sing is just a dream within a dream. Charles Reed, 3/21/17, October 9th, 94. United States Navy.
Never again, they say.
Oh, look there, I got a wardrobe. Should I keep the backpack or? Yeah, let's go ahead and look better. Now look at him. Sharp looking guy now. Needs a shave, but he's still a sharp looking guy. The number of attacks on the Innsmouth immigrants has increased. Raids are intensifying, with more and more Innsmouthers exposed to abuse and assault. Sometimes whole families are found dead in their houses. Police are on the case, with several illegal Innsmouthers' businesses captured and their owners sent to jail. This city ought to have been cleaned of these fish-faced scum long ago, said Robert Thormorton, head of the Thormorton Grand family. I regret only one thing. It all started too late. Had we not neglected our civic duties, my son Albert would still be here with us. Okay, we got a note pinned on the door. Oh, what a nasty bathroom. They expect me to use that? Oh, jeez. I want a refund. Give my bullet back. A mirror that I can't see myself in. Oh, look at all the grease and grime. And it smells like fish. Alright, let's look at this. Mr. Reed, it seems that you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Thormorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Jonas. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Jonas. Van Berg. Alright, guys. I'm going to wrap it up here. And if you want to see more of these videos, just leave me a comment. If you're watching this, I don't really know if anybody's watching right now, but if you watch the video after, I'm ending it right now, so it won't be live. But if you do happen to watch it and you liked it, just leave the video a like. If I get a bunch of likes on it, or if I get any comments that you want to see more, then I will play more. Of course, this is just, basically it was going to be just a one-time thing because I wasn't going to stream very long anyway tonight, which I'll be back tomorrow my regular time. But if I get enough likes or one or two requests or whatever and they want to see more, then I might do an hour or so or more a day on it. It just depends if anyone else is enjoying it. And I'm going to go ahead, like I said, in the broadcast. I hope you did enjoy it. I sure did. I liked it. Okay, let's go back here. I got a Windows out. Boom, thanks for being here. And I hope you liked it, man. If you did, if you enjoyed it, just let me know and we'll continue it later. And I'll talk to everybody later. Have a good one, Boom.